Welcome to the 2017 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. I'm Pirates President Frank Coonley. Baseball teaches our young people so many great things like teamwork, sportsmanship, and determination, all values that will serve them well in their lives away from the diamond. The Pirates and all of Major League Baseball are more focused than ever on encouraging our young people to learn to love the game of baseball and softball and to carry that love well into their adult lives. The Pirates are excited to help spark that love here in the Pittsburgh region through our partnership with the Pony League World Series. On behalf of the entire Pirates organization, good luck in the competition to all of the teams, and we hope that everyone enjoys the fun, excitement, and sportsmanship of the 66 Pony League World Series. Now, let's play ball.
It's an absolutely gorgeous evening as we welcome you to Washington, Pennsylvania, inside Lou Hayes Pony Field, the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, Covina, California, ready to play Bay County, Michigan. This is day number 4 of our Pony League World Series. The activity began all the way back on Thursday. It was the Fan Fest held at a local Dick's Sporting Goods here in Washington, Pennsylvania. Yesterday was Pirates Day. Omar Moreno, Chris Peters, John Smiley among the former Pirates on hand. And Abe Key, the president of Pony Baseball, on a glorious Sunday. And of course, yes, the Pirate Parrot was there. So it's been fun. It's been exciting. It's been a lot of fantastic baseball. Hi, everybody. I'm Tony Caridi. Thank you so much for being with us. It's been a busy Monday here. We've already played 3. One more game to go here. Both of these teams so far are undefeated in league play. Covina, California played its first game yesterday and took just 5 innings to 10-run the host team, Washington County. And on the other side, Bay County, Michigan, with a 6-4 come-from-behind victory over Brownsville, Texas. That was back on the 3rd game back on Saturday. And so these two teams now will play for the right to go to tomorrow's divisional final. That game goes at 8 o'clock tomorrow night. The loser will come back and play tomorrow afternoon. It should be a very interesting game here. West Zone champion Covina, California against Bay County, Michigan. What do you say? We meet the teams now. Turn it over to public address announcer Bob Gregg.
Final game of the day and World Series game number 12, a winner's bracket contest featuring the visitors, the West Zone champions from Covina, California, and the home team, the North Zone champion, Bay County, Michigan. Let's meet the two squads, starting with our Californians. Leading off and catching, number 23, Hector Bautista. Batting second and playing left field, number 12, Robert Hernandez. Batting third, the center fielder, number 7, Luke Willison. Batting fourth, playing first base, number 4, Parker Miramontes. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 14, Jake Vargas. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 13, Anthony Rasmussen. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 1, James Jimenez. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 24, Chris Munoz. Batting ninth and pitching, number 11, Mike Gonzalez. Number 8, Josh Logan. Number 22, Joel Hara. Number 25, Chase Quito. Number 34, Anthony Sanchez. Number 88, Richard Jacob. Coach Juan Vargas. Coach Matt Vargas. Manager Richard Graciano. West Zone champion, Covina, California. And now the Michiganders, Bay County, North Zone champions. Shortstop, number 22, Eric Randall leads off. Batting second and playing right field, number 3, Brendan Bunnell. Batting third and playing center field, number 14, Logan Hugo. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 5, Mason Kolak. Batting fifth and playing second base, number 4, Luke Savage. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 33, Louis Hennica. Catching and batting seventh, number 6, Bryce Friedenberg. Batting 8th, third baseman, number 2, Grant Horner. Batting 9th and pitching, number 12, Blake Wable. Number 7, Nick Rajewski. Number 8, Blaze Millar. Number 11, Tommy Shapansky. Number 13, Connor Sontag. Number 16, Will Rivette. Number 20, Evan Burrows. Coach, John Mata. Coach, Scott Hugo. The manager, Dan Rivette. North Zone champion, Bay County, Michigan. Umpiring at home plate, Larry Montgomery. At first base, Chase Groth. At second base, Jesse West. At third base, Joe Fuller. Decisions Committee, Terry Faust, Tom O'Connor, Dick Witt. At this time, we ask that you all rise for the Pony Prayer and our national anthems. Gentlemen and boys, please remove your hats. Thank you to all veterans and active duty members of the United States Armed Forces for your service. We invite you to render a hand salute during the Star-Spangled Banner. Almighty God, help us to realize that we are gathered here to watch young people play baseball, not to second-guess strategy, dispute decisions, or question ability. That we are here to cheer, to encourage, and to join in the fun that is baseball, not to jeer, discourage, or otherwise degrade the game. That while officials and players are expected to perform within the bounds of certain standards, we also, as spectators, are expected to conduct ourselves within the bounds of good sportsmanship. May this contest end without injury, without feelings of ill will, without disgrace, but as an activity worthy of thy blessing. Amen.
Ready to play. Let's do it. Send it upstairs to the gentleman who will be calling the action, Mark Uriah and Lanny Fratteri.
Winner of this game with the inside track, needing only one more win to get to the championship game. And as nice as all of that sounds, Lanny, you can't look too far ahead. You got to take care of the business at hand.
Yes, you do. And because of the way things are set up here at Lou Hayes Pony Field, this press box right above the dugouts, and so I spent some time down below, and I thought that both of these clubs seemed particularly loose going into the ball game. Bay County, Michigan crew telling me that they went to the Chinese buffet and ate a lot of food last night. I was spending a lot of time with the crew from Bay County because they were, you know, for example, Brendan there, right there, the young man Brendan. I said to him, "Do you want me to say hi to your girlfriend?" And he said, "No, I have 3 of them."
I was going to say, which one?
Yeah, I had 3 of them. So, but they're a loose bunch, and should be a good ball game. Bay County and Covina, California.
Bay County certainly ready to go. Again, 3 games played already today as Bay County takes the field. The elimination games earlier today. Youngstown, Ohio beat Mexico 11-8. Brownsville, Texas 4-3 in 8 innings over Washington County. And Seoul, Korea defeating Hagerstown, Maryland 10-3. Lanny has the batting order for Covina, California.
Covina, Hector Batista leads off. He's catching Roberto Hernandez in left field. Luke Willison in center field. Parker Miramontes batting fourth at first base. Jake Vargas hitting fifth at third base. Anthony Rasmussen, who won the home run derby contest the other day, is the shortstop batting sixth. James Jimenez in right field batting seventh. Chris Munoz at second base. And Mike Gonzalez, the pitcher, batting ninth.
Covina, California. The visiting team will bat first against Bay County, Michigan's Blake Wabel. Left-hander loosening up now. His battery mate, Bryce Friedenberg, behind the plate. Mason Kolak at first, Luke Savage at second. Eric Randall, the shortstop. Grant Horner at third. The outfield from left to right, Louis Henneke, Logan Hugo, and Brendan Bonnell. Blake Wabel pitched 3 innings. We'll get to his numbers before we remind you of the umpiring crew. Larry Montgomery calling the balls and strikes. Chase Groth at first base. Jesse West at second, and Joe Fuller at third.
By the way, there's a number of players on this Bay County team that attend John Glenn High School in Michigan, including the pitcher Weibel. 54 feet to the mound, from the mound to home plate, not 60 feet 6 inches. 80 feet between the bases, not 90. And a very high wall. It's next to impossible to get a book rule double in this ballpark.
Hector Batista to lead it off here for Covina, California. 2 for 4 yesterday against Washington County. Takes ball one, had a home run and 2 RBIs.
Also stole 2 bases.
Blake Wabel, the left-hander for Bay County, misses again. 2 balls, no strikes. Wabel went the first 3 innings in the 6-4 win over Brownsville, Texas. Get you the numbers there in just a minute as the pitch comes in downstairs. 3-0. Gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, all 3 of them earned, walked 2 and struck out 6. Also hit a couple batters. There's a strike to make it 3-1. Wabel winds and delivers, swing and a miss. Grant Horner will back up now. He was playing in at third, looking for the bunt. Still not going, no more than even with the bag. 3-2 pitch fouled off.
Pretty good pitch from Weibel there. Jammed the left-handed batter, and that left-handed pitcher runs that tailing ball inside to the left-handed batter.
3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Strikeout to start the ball game.
See, that's what you like to do. You throw a fastball in and then a breaking ball away.
Brings up Robert Hernandez. 1 for 3 yesterday, including a double and an RBI. He scored 2 runs. Takes a curveball that catches the inside edge after Hernandez backed away from it for a strike. Good pitch there from Wabel. 1 strike pitch. Misses outside. Just underway here in the nightcap. 1-1 breaking ball lifted left side. Shortstop Randall backing up. And he makes the catch and tumbles over Henneke, but hangs on for the second out. Two outs, bases empty for Luke Willison. It's a good thing that Henneke went down there. Randall just kind of tumbled backwards. I mean, that could have been dangerous, but boy, you see some very dangerous collisions sometimes when guys are both up on their feet and not expecting that. Ball hit high and deep to left field or right field by Willison. Bonnell goes back and it's gone. A solo home run for Luke Willison to put Covina, California in front 1-0. Willison just took that pitch to right field. all Bunnell could do was look up and watch it bounce off the hillside.
What a thrill it must be to hit a home run in the Pony League World Series.
Brings up Parker Miramontes, the first baseman, takes a breaking ball upstairs. Wable delivers the 1-0. Fastball inside half of the plate for a strike. Miramontes 2 for 3 yesterday, with 3 runs batted in. Swings and misses ahead of the breaking ball there, 1-2.
1-2.
Blake Wable, the left-hander for Bay County, delivers, called, strike 3 on the outside corner. A run on the homer by Willison. And we've played half an inning. Covina, California leads Bay County, Michigan 1-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
We're America's #1 sporting goods store, and we're always open. Every season starts at Dicks.com.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
All the participants in this Pony League World Series are wearing fine-looking threads, compliments of those folks right there, Dick's Sporting Goods. Customized uniforms, and in fact, are made right nearby here in Washington, Pennsylvania, in Masontown, Pennsylvania. And these keepsake uniforms will be available for these players to take home.
And Bay County, Michigan comes to bat here in the bottom of the first inning. Lanny has the batting order.
Eric Randall at shortstop, Brendan Bunnell in right field, Logan Hugo the center fielder, Mason Kolak batting fourth at first base, Savage, Henneke, Frendenberg, Horner, and Weibel.
Eric Randall leads it off here for Bay County, but a timeout before we get the first pitch. Hector Bautista going to go out and talk to.
Well, if I'd known Bautista was going to go to the mound, I would have been slower with giving you the batting order.
And we'll get the defense here for you with Gonzalez on the hill, Bautista behind the plate, Parker Miramontes at first, Chris Munoz, the second baseman, Anthony Rasmussen at short, Jake Vargas at third. First pitch to Randall, chops it to short. Rasmussen has it, strong throw to first in time for the first out. Outfield from left to right, Robert Hernandez, Luke Willison, and James Jimenez. Brendan Bunnell, the right fielder, to bat now. Bunnell, 2 for 3 in the series. A couple of runs scored. Good fastball from Mike Gonzalez, making his first pitching appearance of the series for strike 1.
I have 2 new best friends this year.
Just
from this
2?
tournament. Well, 2 that I know of from my exchange, Jake Gehring and this guy, Brendan Bunnell. He's a fun young man to be around.
Falls behind in the count here, 0-2. And fouls off a breaking ball. Mike Gonzalez delivers the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Nice backhanded play again by Rasmussen. Boy, he's got a strong arm. Throws to first for the second out of the inning.
It has always been an important position in baseball. The position of shortstop. One of the best high school players play. They're either pitching or playing shortstop.
Well, you always talk about being strong up the middle, and you don't hear as much about the importance of second baseman as you do shortstop. But yeah, you could maybe argue catcher, center field as far as that goes, because you always hear about, again, the strong up the middle. Line drive, talking about up the middle, right past the left ear of Gonzalez for a base hit for Logan Hugo.
Well, the only negative with that cliche is, and you're right, I mean, you need to be strong up the middle as a team. And this line drive up the middle. But keep in mind that when you're talking about up the middle, you're dealing with 5 of the 9 positions.
Doesn't exactly narrow the field, does it?
Doesn't narrow the field at all. But in my book, you got to have strong pitching, you got to have strong defense, and you need a shortstop.
Mason Kolak, the batter, takes
Ball
outside.
1. Yeah, you need a shortstop that is not flashy, that makes the plays. Look at the Pirates World Series. Dick Rote, Gene Alley, Jackie Hernandez, Tim Foley, all solid shortstops.
Kolak 2 for 3. And he lifts the first pitch into shallow left field. And it will be the shortstop Rasmussen who comes out and makes the grab. A 2-out single, a runner left on. We've played one. Covina, California leads Bay County, Michigan 1-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again. How about next weekend?
Yes! Horse Around at the Washington County Agricultural Fair, August 12th through the 19th at the Washington County Fairgrounds.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Dunkin' Donuts, by California University of Pennsylvania, by ANSYS, by WesBanco, and by UPMC. Well, folks, take a look. That is Washington Park. And above the top of your screen there, you see where we're playing tonight's game. That is Lou Hayes Pony Field circa the mid-1950s. Stadium was constructed in 1952, and for the most part, it has been the home to this Pony League World Series since the 1950s. And the history continues. This is the 66th edition. And the folks from California like what they see early. They've got the lead.
Back here at Lou Hayes Pony Field in Washington Park, there is the Pony Princess, Emily Wickham, winning that honor this evening. Congratulations to her and her family. Ball hit high and deep to left field by Jake Vargas on the first pitch here in the top of the second, and it's gone. Another no-doubter. Vargas just jumps on that pitch. And again, that one way out of here beyond the deck built out in left center field. So 2 hits, both of them leave the yard here for Covina. They lead 2-0. And Anthony Rasmussen, the batter, takes a strike. Pitch misses inside to Rasmussen, 1-1. It's 1 for 3 in the series. Pitch misses downstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Ball foul tipped into the glove of Bryce Friedenberg, the catcher. Covina fans happy with that start, especially Jake Vargas's mom. 2-2 pitch, and that hits Rasmussen. Rasmussen tried to get out of the way of that one, but probably hit him in the most padded spot he has. It's the most padded spot I have. Well,
especially with your wallet there.
Well, after that $5 I took from you on the golf course a couple of weeks ago.
Would you invest it, take stock in IBM? What'd you do?
Actually, I think I just spent it at the concession stand. James Jimenez, the right fielder, bats, and he hits one into left field. Henneke going over, tried to make a sliding catch and kind of overslid it. Holding up was Rasmussen, but he has to hold at third now. Thought for good reason that the ball was going to be caught. It wasn't. So stopping at second base with a double is Jimenez.
Well, the left fielder, Henneke, was playing more towards left center, so he had a long way to go, and then left his feet and consequently had to lunge back for the ball. Didn't come up with it.
Chris Munoz, the second baseman, to bat with teammates at second and third. Nobody out here in the top of the second for Covina, California. They already lead 2-0. Blake Weibel, the pitcher, delivers, and Munoz fouls it off.
Infield playing in, second and third, no outs early in the game.
Munoz 1 for 3 in the win against Washington County yesterday. Fastball misses down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike. Home run hit batter double here in the top of the second for Covina. Curveball from Weibel catches the outside edge for a strike. Bryce Friedenberg going to go out and talk to Weibel now.
Significant moment early in this game.
1 ball, 2 strikes, first base open. 2 solo home runs for Covina, 1 in each of the first 2 innings. The runners at second and third here. Ball hit to short. Randall bobbles it, picks it up, going to go to first, just in time to get the out. Scoring from third is Rasmussen. Jimenez holds at second.
Yeah, clearly there was going to be either a play at the plate or keep the runner from advancing. That is until the bobble.
So 1 out now for the pitcher, Mike Gonzalez. Takes a breaking ball on the outside corner. First plate appearance for Gonzalez in the series. So the run across, and now a 3-0 lead here for Covina. Gonzalez asking for time. Blake Weibel, the left-hander for Bay County. Stretches and delivers. Runner going from second. Pitch misses. Throw down to third. Head first slide. And out trying to steal third is Jimenez for the second out of the inning. Jimenez snuck a peek there. Really strong throw by Friedenberg and a nice job by Horner not to allow Jimenez really to get to the bag. 1-1 now to Gonzalez is upstairs. Weibel now back to the windup with the bases empty. 2-1 pitch, fouled off, right side. Lanny, is it just me, or these youngsters today in 2017 just seem to be bigger and stronger than ever before?
And quite mature, I must tell you.
2-2 pitch fouled off.
Having spent time with a lot of the players, I am extremely impressed with how mature they are.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runs in here in the top of the second for Covina, California. Gonzalez fouls off another pitch. Jake Vargas, first pitch here on the top of the second, hit a solo home run. Another 2-2, and Gonzalez fouls it off again. This one behind the plate. Anthony Rasmussen hit by a pitch, doubled to third by James Jimenez, and then Rasmussen scored on the Munoz ground out. Mike Gonzalez has battled here, fouling off a number of 2-strike pitches. Weibel delivers, swing and a miss, got him with the curveball. And that retires the side, but 2 more runs for Covina here on the top of the second on 2 hits. No errors, nobody left. We've played an inning and a half. Covina, California leading Bay County, Michigan 3-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
The key to winning is getting the most out of every player.
We need to perform at the highest level.
Anything less won't cut it.
We demand the best.
You also need the best medical care and sports training programs
to help prevent injuries
and to provide world-class treatment if someone gets hurt. We won't settle for second best.
That's why the Pitt Panthers choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
Athletes at every level choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
There's a lot of things besides baseball that go on here at the Pony League World Series, and one of those took place back on Saturday, the Champions League game. The Champions League was created by Pony Baseball, and it's for special needs folks. They come out, and so do all of the participants. Each of the teams are on the field to help along, and that, my friends, is a wonderful team photo right there from Saturday. Truly, memories that last a lifetime. One of the highlights of this Pony League Baseball tournament, the Champions League game. Well, so far, California's playing like a champion, leading 3-0 here over Bay County, Michigan, as we head into the bottom of the second.
California with 3 runs in the first 2 innings, jumping on Bay County, Michigan here for a 3-0 lead. Bay County fans trying to get their team going here as they come to bat in the bottom of the second inning. Luke Savage will lead it off.
And Mason Kolak doing some throwing down in the right field corner for Bay County.
Savage 0 for 4. First pitch fastball from Mike Gonzalez in for a strike. Big right-hander for Covina with the 1-strike pitch. Chop, third base side, tough play for Vargas. Nice charge throw, but a little bit wide. And that one is going to roll into foul territory, and taking second base is Savage. They're going to be charged to Jake Vargas.
That's the 104th error of the day against third baseman. Not really. It's got to be, what, 6 or 7 E5s today?
Well, you saw the first 2 games, so.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here earlier. That's right. Oh, I forgot.
I'll take your word for it.
Well,
you forgot Randy Gore that quickly. Louis Henniker, the batter, takes a strike. Henniker 0 for 1. Right-handed hitting left fielder, waiting on a 1-strike pitch. Fastball outside. Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series coming to you on 1450 AM, WJPA Washington, online, WJPA.com, greensports.net, streaming at MLB.com, and also on the American Sports Network. Pikewood Sports helping us bring it all to you. Swing and a miss by Henniker. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throwing error, allowing Luke Savage to reach second. Bay County down 3-0, would like to try to find a way to bring him home. Swing and a miss. Henneke down on strikes, first out here in the bottom of the second. First strikeout for Gonzalez. Brings up the catcher, Bryce Friedenberg. Doesn't have an official at bat in the series. Was hit by a pitch. Takes a fastball outside. One out Savage, the runner at second. Gonzalez with the stretch and the pitch. Check swing. And home plate umpire, Larry Montgomery, says that Friedenberg went around. 1-1. Replay confirms that. One pitch in the dirt. Blocked by Bautista, keeps the ball out in front of him. Savage has to stay put at second base. Mike Gonzalez, the right-hander for Covina. Checks second, now delivers. Ball hit well into center field, gonna drop in for a base hit. Willison up with it. Runner holding at third. So runners at the corners with one out for Bay County, trying to fight back here in the bottom of the second. Infield gathers around Mike Gonzalez. Grant Horner getting ready to step in. Horner 1 for 2 in the series with a single. He's also driven in 3 runs. Left-handed batter against the righty Gonzalez. Savage at third, Friedenberg at first. First pitch in the dirt to Horner. Gonzalez stretches and delivers. Swing and a miss. Like a breaking ball from Gonzalez that had Horner out in front. One ball, one strike. Curveball caught the outside corner for a called strike. Bautista helping bring that one back a little. Gonzalez with the 1-2 pitch, tapped foul.
I've been watching Bautista, the catcher. He doesn't drop fingers. He uses hands off his mask to indicate pitches.
I got you.
Horner waiting on another 1-2 pitch. Comebacker. Gonzalez going to go to second. Throw a little bit wide. They'll get one there. Throw in time to get the out. Double play ends the inning. A hit, nobody left on, and one left on. We will go to the bottom, or to the top of the third. Covina, California leads Bay County, Michigan 3-0 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Back here in Washington, Pennsylvania, let's bring you up to date with what's happened so far today. First game of the day saw Youngstown, Ohio eliminate Guasave, Mexico 11-8. Then a fantastic game that went extra innings. Brownsville, Texas, walk-off winner 4-3. And Seoul, Korea, a 10-1 winner over Hagerstown, Maryland.
Three 0 for Covina, California, leading Bay County, Michigan here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. This is game 12 for innings 3, 4, and 5. Here's Lanny for Terry.
All right, Mark, thank you very much for Covina. 3 runs on 3 hits. Bay County, Michigan, no runs on 2 hits. Top of the batting order for Covina. Hector Batista is 0 for 1 in this game. 2 for 5 of the tournament, takes a strike. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher, Weibel. Batista awaits an 0-1 pitch. It's up high 1-1. Hector Batista lives in Covina. He goes to Los Altos High School, 10th grader there. Real good catcher. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1-2.
Covina, about 22 miles east of the city of Los Angeles. A 1-2 pitch. Fouled out of play. I found this interesting. The name Covina, the valleys of the adjacent San Gabriel Mountains form a natural cove around the vineyards. Engineer Frederick Eaton therefore merged the words cove and vine and came up with Covina. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Batista. Swinging a foul ball that comes off the body of Fredenberg. So the home plate umpire Larry Montgomery will give the catcher a few moments. Here it is 3-0 Covina leads. Mentioned the other day that Covina had a rather circuitous trip to Pittsburgh, and Bob Gregg pointed out that the zone, the flight arrangements, the travel arrangements are decided by the zone well in advance in the interest of saving money or getting the best fare possible. And with Covina winning in San Jose, here's the 1-2 pitch. Foul ball. No, Bouncer out in front of the plate. And catcher Fredenberg with a strong throw to Kolak. 1 away in the 3rd. So San Jose last Sunday, a week ago yesterday, won the title in San Jose. It is Covina won in San Jose. Drove back to Covina on Sunday. Then drove back to San Jose and flew out of San Jose. And flew to Ontario Airport near Covina. And then the trip to Phoenix and then to Pittsburgh. Here's Robert Hernandez 0 for 1. Fly ball, right center field. Center fielder Hugo over to make the catch to us. And when Covina leaves here, it will fly to San Jose. Now the number 3 batter, center fielder Luke Willison.
Good jump on that ball by Logan Hugo in center field. Looked like that one might have a chance to get down.
Willison, who homered in the 1st inning. 1 of 2 home runs early in this game for Covina. Pitched low and inside, ball 1. So Covina in 7 2/3 innings in this tournament, scoring 13 runs on 13 hits. 1 ball pitch, and Willison takes it. Luke Willison is from West Covina, goes to South Hills High School. His dad, Jeff, is a LA County Sheriff. 2 ball pitch, swing and a miss, 2-1. Left-hander Weibel has his sign and rocks into the 2-1 delivery. Ball fouled away. Youngstown beat Guasave, Mexico 11-8, our first game of the day, and Guasave, Mexico is eliminated. Washington County is eliminated by way of the Brownsville, Texas 4-3 8-inning win. 2-2 pitch. Line drive foul ball. Seoul, Korea beat Hagerstown 10-3 in game 3. And here it's 3-0 in favor of Covina, California. Weibel. 2-2 pitch. Low and inside. Weibel allowing 3 runs on 3 hits has a couple of strikeouts, hasn't walked a batter, but has hit a batter. And the batter that he hit, Rasmussen, scored. Swing and a miss and a pitch down and in, but the ball goes back to the screen. And it will be a strikeout wild pitch, I think, as opposed to a strikeout pass ball.
Got to look on the replay on the stream. A little difficult to tell there.
And Parker Miramontes, right-handed batter, throw over to first base. Willison back safely. Miramontes 2 for 4 in the tournament with 3 RBIs. First baseman. Parker's from Covina, football player, defensive end, 10th grader, South Hills High School, and a hit batsman.
I got you.
And there are 2 on for Covina after 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Time called, and making the slow walk to the mound, Dan Rivette, Bay County coach. Jake Vargas coming up. Vargas homered in the 2nd inning to make it 2-0, and then 1 more run scored in that 2nd inning. Boy, Dan Rivette always have a great opportunity to, we look forward to the opportunity to get together with Dan. He's been here so many times in Washington County, 27 years in pony baseball. Conference with the left-hander Weibel, and Vargas coming in. Jake Vargas has elbow chips, and that's why he's not able to pitch. From Bishop Morris Alalian High School. Lives in West Covina, California. There's a difference between West Covina and Covina. Kind of like Beaver and Beaver Falls.
Washington and East Washington.
Ball 1. Is it a case that when you say to somebody you're from Washington and they quickly respond, no, I'm from East Washington, like they do with Beaver and Beaver Falls?
Well, not having grown up here, I can't say that, but I do live in technically East Washington.
1-ball pitch. Down low, 2-0. It has been my experience if you say to somebody, oh, you live in Beaver? No, I live in Beaver Falls.
But Washington is considered the city, East Washington, a borough.
A borough, okay.
An adjacent borough.
2 balls, no strikes on Vargas. Throw to second base, and back safely is Willison. Now, Mark Edwards, when he's not living at the station, does he live around the area?
Actually,
because he's at the station a lot.
Yeah, well, he's close by. He's probably half a block away from Washington High School.
Here's the 2-ball pitch to Vargas. Low and inside, 3-0. 3-0 Covina, California leads over Bay County, Michigan in the 3rd inning. With Willison at second base, Miramontes at first. Called strike 3 and 1. Rasmussen to follow. Jake Vargas's dad is a coach, Juan, and so is his brother Matthew. And the 3-1 pitch. He is outside, the bases are loaded. We've had a strikeout wild pitch, a hit batsman, and a walk, all coming after 2 outs. And now Anthony Rasmussen, who won the home run derby contest the other day. 1 for 3 in the tournament, hit by a pitch, walked in the 2nd inning.
So you pitch carefully to Vargas, who drilled a home run to left center field his first time up. And now you load the bases for Rasmussen, as you just said, Lanny, won the home run derby, so. Pick your poison, I guess.
Anthony's dad, George, works for the LA County Parks and Recreation. His mom, Christine, is a nurse. And Anthony is from Baldwin Park. Right-handed batter. Metronomes the bat over his right shoulder. And a step-off move by pitcher Weibel. Pitch low and inside, ball one. Notice I said metronome as opposed to metrodome.
That would be hard to do.
1 ball, no strikes. And time called. Some antsy moments for Weibel in this predicament. Thought he had strike 3. He had strike 3, but didn't get out number 3. Ball fouled out of play as that third strike went awry and permitted Willison to reach base. This ball's going to be hand delivered to the mound by Fredenberg. Juan Vargas, project manager for Bouchard, and Matt, Juan's son and Jake's brother, won the Pony League Shetland Championship for West Covina back a few years. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, 2 outs, top of the third. Covina, California leads 3-0. Pitch low and inside, good play by Fredenberg.
Yes, sir.
Count 2-1. Three base runners reaching after 2 outs in this third. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher. Sprinting for the plate is Willison, and he will score. It is 4-0 Covina, California. On the play, Miramontes goes to third and Vargas to second.
Ruled a wild pitch. Dan Rivette arguing that it hit the bat.
The ball's dead on the pass. You're correct.
It's a foul ball, so he's got to go back to base.
I didn't have it hit the bat. I had it come through. I know what I said. It went through. It didn't hit. I'll get together. We're good. Hold on.
Larry Montgomery wants to check with his colleagues. Dan Rivette claiming that the ball hit the bat. Therefore, a foul ball.
Didn't look like it on the replay. Replay from the center field camera did not appear that the ball hit the bat.
Off the glove, and everybody, and I did. I misspoke the first time, but it's off the glove. Yes, sir, he did swing.
There was 2 ticks. You didn't hear him.
No, sir.
So we've got runners at second and third. Question about whether it was a foul ball. It was not. The ball went off the glove, and it was a wild pitch that allows Willison to score. 4-0 Covina leads. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the third. Pitch low and inside.
It's interesting. First of all, Larry Montgomery checked with the other umpires to see if they saw anything differently than what he saw, and he said they all saw it the same way. Dan Rivette said he heard a tip of the bat and a tip of the glove.
3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. The strikeout of Rasmussen ends the inning, but listen to this line for Covina, California in the third. 1 run without a hit. Strikeout, wild pitch, hit batsman, walk 2 left, and at the end of 2.5 innings of play, Covina, California 4, Bay County nothing. This is the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Horse Around at the West Alexander Fair, September 4th through 9th at the Fairgrounds in West Alexander.
This is Carlos Correa, shortstop for the Houston Astros, famous for his fast hands. When he's not playing baseball, he's watching baseball. When he's not watching baseball, he's reading about baseball. When he's not reading about baseball, he's listening to baseball. And when he's not listening to baseball, he's playing baseball. MLB.com At Bat, the #1 app for live baseball.
Bottom of the third inning coming up. Rob McKinney, our stage manager. Rob spent much of the last 4 days with his right hand in the air, either cueing us or cueing the umpires. Rob is a Waynesburg University student, graduate of Peters Township High School. Ball fouled away on a bunt attempt by Weibel. Boy, this crew, this Pikewood crew, consider the fact that our talented men and women with Pikewood Sports have been working long hours and doing a tremendous job. That's on TV. Saw a shot of Rob McKinney. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. So our thanks to all the crew with Scott Bartlett as the director and Roger Lenhart is the producer. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch to Weibel. Called strike 1 and 2.
Weibel's 0 for 2 in the series. We're back to that wild pitch situation. A couple different angles on replays. One looked like it might have hit the bat, and one looked like it didn't.
Weak roller, first base side of the mound. Pitcher Gonzalez has it, runs part of the way to first base and flipped one away. So Weibel, who hails from Bay City, Michigan, attends John Glenn High School, first out of the inning. Top of the order, Eric Randall. Randall is from Bay City, attends Western. He was second fastest in the running competition the other day. In addition to playing baseball, he plays football, runs track, and plays basketball. Would like to become an author someday. 0 for 1 in this ball game. And the 1 ball pitch from Gonzalez, called strike. We have a camera above the press box, and the talented gentleman that's manning that camera is Ray Miller. No relation to the former Pirate pitching coach. 1-1 pitch. Up high, though Ray, the cameraman, does believe in the philosophy of throw strikes, work quickly. 1 out, third inning. Hello, Raymond. There's a fireman's ladder that he climbs to get up there. Here's the 2-1 pitch from Gonzalez. And it is now 3 balls, 1 strike. First base camera. You know, we showed all our mascots before this game. The Pikewood mascot is manning the first base camera. Yeah, Steve Stavar, he's our mascot. Next pitch, a ball, and it's a walk, 1 on and 1 out.
Pitch almost dropped in for a strike.
And now the left-handed batter, Brendan Bennell, the young man that has numerous girlfriends. 1 on, 1 out, third inning, 4-0. Covina, California leads. Pitch up high, ball 1. Third base camera person, the one, the only Tyler Wolf, Waynesburg University graduate. Great job, Tyler. Looks particularly resplendent in his Pony League shirt. And the 1 ball pitch. Outside corner, 1-1. We've already given Hugh O'Neill, our center field cameraman, enough airtime. We've mentioned him twice. It's his 20th birthday today.
Now 3 times.
Did we show him that time too?
No.
Oh.
But you mentioned it for a 3rd time.
Randall back safely.
But it's his birthday, so that's okay.
Bennell retired on a fine defensive play by Rasmussen, the shortstop in the 1st inning. Runner going, ball fouled away. And that'll force Randall to do it about face. Bill Blaker's on our crew. What a great job Bill does. And Waynesburg student Drew Brown. Dan Corso, handheld camera operator, carrying a 30-pound camera around for much of this day. I've been carrying that camera around since 10 o'clock this morning. 1 ball, 2 strikes. David Cross is on the crew, Waynesburg University student. 1-2 pitch. High chopper, first base line out of play. Nick Vatrakis, a member of the Spikewood Sports Gathering. Ryan Guthrie, our A2. He's often up here in the broadcast booth with us, also making sure that the umpires are mic'd so that we can give you a little bit of that behind-the-scenes flavor of the Pony League World Series. Here's the stretch and the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball left center field. Center fielder Willison over, but he can't get it. The ball bounces to the wall. Here comes Randall on his way to third, around third, and he will score. The throw in from shortstop Rasmussen off the mark. Mono double to left center field to drive in Bay County's first run. Bunnell has 3 hits. He is now 3 for 5 in the series as he finds the gap in left center field.
Wilson trying to run that ball down, made a lunging effort but couldn't get to it. And Randall hustling all the way around from first base.
And Brendan from Auburn, Michigan, attends Bay City Western. The other day I asked Brendan, I said, what do you want to be when you grow up? He said, I want to be a dermatologist. I want to pop pimples. Here's the pitch to Hugo, and this ball is popped out of play. Hugo 1 for 1 in the ball game. Logan hit .563 in the Pony League World Series last year for Bay County. He went 9 for 16. Ground ball. Shortstop Rasmussen can't handle it. The ball goes out into left center field. Bunnell scores from second base. Now it's a 4-2 ball game. 1 out walk. RBI double. Run scoring off an error.
Rasmussen just brought the glove up too quickly. Right through his legs.
.4-2 ball game. No RBI for Hugo.
Nice job, man. Nice job. Keep it up here. Keep it up.
Logan Hugo, his dad Scott, who works for Consumers Energy, one of the coaches, and by the way, Scott asked us if we'd say hello to his daughter Caitlin. Happy to do that. So Logan down at first, checking with Pops, and Mason Kolak, the batter, left-handed batter. 0 for 1 in the game, 2 for 4 in the tournament with 3 RBIs. Covina scored 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. 2 runs for Bay County here in the third. And a called strike. Kolak. He has an Aunt Amy down in South Carolina that is tuned in, checking us out. Amy, best wishes to you, Aunt Amy. 1 strike pitch. Runner going, ball fouled away, and Hugo back to first base. .4-2 ball game. Kolak, he hails from Bay City, Western High School. Gonna throw to first base back safely. Mason's dad Marty's in medical sales, and Mason was telling us the other day he has some interest in being a doctor, being an ER doctor particularly. Here is the number 4 spot. And Gonzalez ready with the 0-2 pitch. Couple of head fakes. Ground ball outside third. First time through the Bay County, Michigan lineup. Not too much trouble for Gonzalez. Did give up a couple of hits, but did not allow a run. But then after one out here in the third, walked Randall. Brendan Bunnell doubled in Randall, and then Bunnell scored on the scored when Hugo reached on an error. Ball game in the bottom of the third. Stretched by Gonzalez. 0-2 pitch, runner going. Bouncer to the right side. Second baseman Munoz has only one play. That's with the teaming with first baseman Miramontes. Out number 2 on the play. Hugo goes to second.
Now Savage with an opportunity to bring Hugo home from second and make it a 1-run game.
And it brings up Luke Savage, who was 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. Savage from Essexville, Michigan. Goes to Garber High School, or will in the fall. 9th grader, ball 1. Football player and a young man who says he wants to be a taxidermist when he grows up. Gonzalez. 1-ball pitch. A little dribble up the third baseline. Foul ball. 1-1. On our crew, and a talented individual that helps to coordinate much of what we do with Pikewood, Gina Kinder. And then there's Becky Hardwick, and she is a true magician as she deals out many of the numbers and notes as far as graphics are concerned for Pikewood. Rob McKinney, Colin McLaughlin on the crew, Chris Moran. We're deeply indebted to them all for the opportunity that they're providing us the video to back up our narration. Ground ball to the right side of the second baseman Nunez. Miramontes on the accepting end. Bay County, Michigan comes up with 2 runs on 1 hit. There was an error and 1 left on base. We've written 3 chapters of our 4th story of the day, and after 3, it is Covina, California 4, Bay County, Michigan 2 at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
The key to winning is getting the most out of every player.
We need to perform at the highest level.
Anything less won't cut it.
We demand the best.
You also need the best medical care and sports training programs
to help prevent injuries.
And to provide world-class treatment if someone gets hurt. We won't settle for second best.
That's why the Pitt Panthers choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
Athletes at every level choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
You name it, you can do it here in Washington County, from the Meadows Casino Racetrack to shopping at Tanger Outlets and so much more. It's available for you here in Washington County, Pennsylvania. The concession stands have been open and busy all day long. This is our 4th and final game of the day. And right now, with those 2 runs by Bay County, we've got a little bit of a ball game, 4-2, as we head into the top half of the 4th.
New pitcher. Changes for Bay County, Michigan. Kolak moves from first base to the mound. Fredenberg moves from behind the plate to first base. The new catcher is Carter Sontag. Swing and a miss by Jimenez facing the new pitcher and left-hander Kolak. And we've got Will Rivette in left field. Did I get them all there, Mark?
Yeah, we'll get them all run down here in just a minute.
Next pitch, a ball, 1-1. So it's Fredenberg at first, Sontag catching, Rivette in left, Kolak pitching. Did I miss anybody?
I think you got them all. And Rivette goes into the number 9 spot in the batting order. He replaces Blake Weibel.
1-1 pitch, fly ball down the right field line towards the corner and well out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Jimenez, winning pitcher. Winning pitcher the other day has a double in this ball game. He's 3 for 4. His 3 hits, all extra base hits. He has 2 doubles and a triple. Weibel worked 3 innings, gave up 4 runs. 4-2, Covina leads. 1-2 pitch, foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, ball in the dirt. The ball popped off to the left side, the third base side, and no way Sontag's going to get the runner at first. So it's a strikeout wild pitch. Second one of this game. The strikeout wild pitch of the third led to a Covina run. 1 out, nobody out. Chris Munoz. Goes to South Hills High School. Lives in Covina. Right-handed batter. The pitch from Kolak down low, ball 1. Talking about Jimenez, he pitched a 5-hit shutout and got the win. The 10-0 victory over Washington County yesterday. Left-hander Kolak's next pitch. In for a strike, 1-1. Talented members of our crew, Jess Pekar, Aaron Shackelford, John Thomas, Chris Ward, thank you all. Brandon Williams. Under the direction of Mike Parsons and Dan Lohman. 1-1 pitch, bouncing ball to the third baseman. Horner fires to second for 1. And the throw to first, double play around the horn. Horner, Savage, Fredenberg, 5-4, 3, 2 outs.
Not the easiest double play ball you will see.
Good, 150 feet.
Boy, close play at first.
And now Gonzalez. Gonzalez 0 for 1, the pitcher, number 9 batter. Ball 1. Mike Gonzalez wants to be a music producer someday. His 2 cousins that are music producers. Michael lives in Covina. He's also a football player. Goes to South Hills High School. That makes him a Husky. Next pitch, a ball 2-0. 3 runs, or rather 4 runs, given up by Weibel on 3 hits in 3 innings. Next pitch outside, 3-0. And Weibel struck out 5. Walked 1, but hit 2 batters. Outside, ball 4. Pretty good chance that walks and hit batsmen will blossom into runs. Now the top of the batting order for Hector Batista. Hector 0 for 2 in this game, 2 for 6 in the tournament. Left-handed batter against the left-handed pitcher, Kolak. And the pitch, strike 1. And a stretch in the 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. Brandon Rossi, who's been working here at the Pony League World Series, has just texted me that the walk-off win for Brownsville today made the Sports Center top 10.
How about that?
With Randy Gore on the call. High chopper to the right side. Second baseman Savage. Underhand flip to pitcher Fredenberg. Out number 3, Covina. No runs, no hits. And 1 left on base. Middle of the 4th inning. Covina, California 4, Bay County, Michigan 2. This is the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
It's go time at Dunkin' with 2 egg and cheese wake-up wraps for $2. Enjoy 2 freshly made oven-toasted wraps and keep on running all day long. America runs on Dunkin'. Dunkin's full-bodied cold brew coffee takes 12 hours to steep and almost no time to sip. Experience the craft in Dunkin's ultra-smooth cold brew coffee. America runs on Dunkin'.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented in part by Community Bank, by Marthinson and Salvetti Insurance Group, and by Washington Auto Mall. Well, they say a picture's worth 1,000 words. We've had a lot of great snapshots over the last several days here at the tournament. Celebration, unexpected happenings, and sometimes unexpected disappointment that goes along with the game of baseball, and for that matter, any sport. Smiles turns to frowns, and we've seen some dramatic endings here today. A lot of the great memories as part of this 66th edition of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. We had the bottom of 4, and it's 4-2. Covina continues to hold the lead.
And that brings up, it will bring up for Bay County, Michigan, the catcher Carter Sontag. Came into catch in the top of this 4th inning. First pitch from Gonzalez, down low, ball 1. Sontag attends John Glenn High School. Lives in Bay City. And the Gonzalez 1-ball pitch. Hit well to right center field. The ball's going to bounce to the wall. Yes, it does. And Sontag into second base. Leadoff double. Bay County, Michigan trailing 4-2, but getting a spark at the outset of this bottom of the 4th inning.
First hit for Sontag in the series. He's now 1 for 3.
And Bryce Fredenberg, who singled in the 2nd inning. Opposite number 13's jockeying out near second base. Swing and a miss with Rasmussen trying to keep Sontag close. I reported to you earlier in the tournament that there was some good-natured fun that led to a cell phone getting microwaved in one of the Bay County, Michigan rooms, 1-1. Matter of fact, the coaching staff told me today they didn't know about the incident until they heard me talk about it on the broadcast. It's my job here, folks.
Breaking news.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. 2-1. It was Grant Horner's cell phone, but I'm not gonna point the finger at the guy that put the phone in the microwave, even if he is at home plate. Runner at second, the 2-1 pitch. Ball hit to the shortstop, and the play will be at third. And Sontag is out 6-5. Fielder's choice for Fredenberg. The old rule is if you cannot break for third and have the ball go behind you, you got to stay put. And clearly the ball was in front of Sontag. You got to make sure if you're going to go to third that the ball travels behind you.
And even though Vargas was a couple of feet off the bag, he still had the out there by 3 or 4 feet.
Strike 1. Grant Horner 0 for 1 in the ball game. Another rule in baseball, do not make the first or last out of the inning at third base. Runner going, swing and a miss, throw to second base. Tag made by Rasmussen. 2-6, 2 outs.
Bay County running themselves out of an inning here.
Well, that's the unfortunate thing. Bay County already had a runner in scoring position, then tried to force the issue by getting a runner in scoring position. 2 outs and Grant Horner the batter. Now keep in mind also that Bay County, Michigan stranded a runner at third base in the second inning. Horner with a swing and a miss. Strike 3. That's the story on the bottom of the fourth. No runs, 1 hit, no one left on base. At the end of 4. Covina, California 4, Bay County, Michigan 2 at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
We're America's #1 sporting goods store, and we're always open. Every season starts at Dicks.com.
All right, we've played a lot of baseball here since Friday, but how about this? The most dramatic moment of our tournament to this point. Extra innings play at the plate. Watch this. Up and over, the run scores. That is a walk-off winner for Brownsville, Texas. As they celebrate, they advance on. Washington County, Pennsylvania. The host team is eliminated. You can watch all of our Pony League action from the start of early tomorrow through Wednesday's championship on MLB.com and on the American Sports Network. And when it comes to social media, we're there. Pony World Series on Facebook and on Twitter at PLWS 2017. Check it out.
All right, ready now for the 5th inning. Covina leads 4-2. Robert Hernandez 0 for 2 in the ball game. Ball looped into left center field. Base hit.
Nice job there by Hernandez. Looked to be a little bit fooled on an off-speed pitch, but just reached out and slapped it into left.
Hernandez from Azusa, California. An Azusa Aztec leadoff single in the 5th. That's hit number 4 for Covina. And Bay County has 4 hits. Note here. And Coyne checking out our broadcast. Indiana, Pennsylvania. Luke Willison foul ball out of play. Covina, California, the Bohemian Rhapsody scene from the movie Wayne's World was filmed on Citrus Avenue in downtown Covina. One strike pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away from the catcher Sontag, and Hernandez down to second.
Could Mike Myers have ever known when he created that, and I assume it was his idea because Dana Carvey was part of that as well, but I'm assuming that was Mike Myers' idea. Could he have dreamed that that would turn into what it turned into?
Can't imagine. It's a great scene.
Yes, sir.
Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide, no escape from reality.
I mean, you know, have
you ever been behind the wheel of a car and heard that song and gone through the gyrations?
No.
No?
No. Not really. I was never much of a Queen fan.
0-2 on Willison. Pitch from Kolak called strike 3. Kolak's second inning of relief. Second strikeout for him. 1 on, 1 out. A dandy pitch. And that brings up Parker Miramontes. Miramontes 0 for 1 in this game, 2 for 4 in the tournament. Well, second baseman Savage right behind second now backs off, and time requested by the catcher Sontag. Jack Clark out of Covina, Gladstone High School. Gary Renicky, Ron Renicky. Willie Shoemaker spent some of his formative years in Covina. One of the world's great jockeys. All right, conference breaks up. Runner at second base. 1 out, 4-2. Covina leads Bay County, Michigan. Next pitch a ball, 1-0. On deck is Jake Vargas. One ball pitch from Kolak. Called strike. 4 games tomorrow. And then at least one on Wednesday. Championship game Wednesday night at 7:30. Coverage for you on WJPA. We'll also have it for you on the Point 22. Ernie Galuski will join me for the TV coverage on Wednesday. Breaking ball called strike 1 and 2. And Mark Uriah and Randy Goro have the radio coverage. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Good breaking ball. Kolak in relief of Weibel. Weibel worked 3 innings, gave up 4 runs, 4-2. Covina leads. 1-2 pitch. Fly ball into left center field. Drops in. Scoring from second base, Hernandez. A double for Miramontes, and it's 5-2 Covina. As center fielder Hugo tried to make a diving catch.
I think he might be shaken up a little bit here, too.
And Dan Rivette, the manager of Bay County, Michigan, going out to the mound. Quite a try by Hugo, but didn't make the catch. Got backup from Rivette. Rivette was able to get over and get that ball after it bounced off the wall. But certainly Hugo hit the ground hard.
Yeah, I think it might be the left shoulder.
And Jake Vargas coming up.
Second base umpire Jesse West wants to go out and double check. Make sure Hugo's all right.
Logan Hugo.
Good job of following through on that play, too, by Will Rivette in left field, coming over when he saw Hugo with the full-out dive there. The fact that he didn't get the ball, Rivette quickly got over there and was able to get it back in. Wasn't going to get the runner at home plate, but it prevented Hugo from getting more than 2 bases.
Called strike on Jake Vargas. Runner at second base, a run in. 5-2, Covina, California leads Bay County, Michigan. 0-1 pitch. A shot to left center field, line drive. The ball will bounce to the warning track. Around third comes Miramontes. He scores to make it 6-2 on a single by Vargas. Vargas is second into the game, and he has a couple of RBIs in the ball game. 6-2 Covina over Bay County, Michigan in the 5th inning.
Was watching Hugo there. Nice backhanded play, but it looked like he was being a little careful. Again, a little shaken up after that dive on the previous play.
Anthony Rasmussen. First pitch, ball 1. Right-handed batter, shortstop. 0 for 1 of the game, 1 for 4 in the tournament. Runner at first base, Vargas, being held down by Fredenberg. And a throw over that way from Kolak. For Covina, a run in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third, and 2 here in the 5th. Breaking ball down and inside 2-0. Bay County's 2 runs came in the third. RBIs for Covina. Vargas has 2, 1 each for Willis and Miramontes and Munoz, and 1 run scored on a wild pitch. And Kolak's 2-ball pitch called strike. Remember, the team that wins this game plays at 8 o'clock tomorrow against either Brownsville, Texas, or the loser of this game. Line shot to the left field corner by Rasmussen. On his way to third is Vargas, and the ball rolls into the infield, and taking second base is Rasmussen. Second and third, 1 out in the Covina 5th inning.
Rolled a double. I was a little concerned about Rivette. He goes sliding into the fence here, but bounced right back up to get that ball back in. Rasmussen never stopped going around first. He was going to get 2 either way there, whether the ball got away or not.
Infield has to play in. James Jimenez. Foul ball out of play. Jimenez, 3 for 5 in the 2 Covina games with 2 doubles and a triple. Right-handed batter. Pitched to Jem the other day. Pitched a 5-hit shutout. 6-2, Covina leads Bay County, Michigan. And Kolak's pitch, a ball 1-1. So let me restate what I just told you. The winner of this game plays at 8 o'clock tomorrow against either Brownsville or the loser of this game. Runner at third, Vargas, with Rasmussen at second. A whole lot of shaking going on in this Covina 5th inning. 2 runs on 4 hits. Kolak's 1-1 pitch is a ball. Two-one pitch. Strike call in the inside corner, 2-2. Breaking ball inside on the left-handed or the right-handed batter. Jimenez turning that left shoulder out of the way of the pitch. Jimenez, bright orange bat in his hands. And the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball inside first, down the line into right field. Vargas scores 7-2. Rasmussen around third, throw to the plate, bounces off the glove of the catcher, Sontag. And down to second base goes Jimenez. Jimenez, a 2-run single. 8-2 in favor of Covina, California in the 5th inning.
Throw got away, coming back into the infield. Yeah, E9 on Bunnell on the throw back in to allow Jimenez to get to second base.
And still only 1 out. Munoz 0 for 2. 8-2 Covina. Kolak's pitch sent rocketing into the air in right center field. Center fielder Hugo makes the catch. Runner going for third, and the throw to third on the fly from Hugo, but a bit off the mark, and Jimenez at third with 2 outs. Pretty good throw from Hugo. That is in terms of the distance.
A little bit of air underneath it, but able to slow down going into third was Jimenez. If that throw's on target, he would not have had that luxury of slowing down.
Mike Gonzalez 0 for 1 in the ball game. Right-handed batter. Check swing ball 1. Gonzalez has pitched 4 innings and has allowed 2 runs on 4 hits. The team that loses this game plays at 12:30 tomorrow. 1-ball pitch. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Bay County's Tommy Shapansky warming up. 1-1 pitch. Strike call to the outside corner. It all started with a Hernandez single. In this inning, we've had the Miramontes RBI double, RBI single by Vargas, 2-run single by Jimenez. And the 2-1 breaking ball. Bouncing away from the catcher, but not very far away. And staying put at third is Jimenez.
He thought about it, but saw that the ball did not trickle very far from Sontag.
The 3-1 pitch, way outside.
3-2.
Now it's 3-2, excuse me. 3 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Gonzalez. Covina's starting lineup. 5 players in the starting lineup that have surnames that end with the initial Z. 3-2 pitch, way outside. Gonzalez walks for the second time. Now runners at first and third. It'll be Hector Batista's turn. We'll go to the top of the batting order, and Batista will be the 9th batter of the inning. That was a 4-2 ball game coming into this 5th inning, but now it is 8-2 Covina, California. Pitch to Batista, called strike. Hector is 2 for 7 in the tournament with a home run and 2 RBIs.
Yeah, Covina had gotten out to a 4-0 lead, and then 2 in the bottom of the 3rd for Bay County. Had to feel pretty good about their chances at that point.
Fastball outside, 1-1. Bay County still has 3 more innings, 3 more offensive innings. But right now down by 6. Pitch outside, 2-1.
2-1.
George not providing some luck rather for Covina. Curious George, 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch is inside.
3-1.
Weibel started, went 3. 2nd inning for Kolak. Left-handed pitcher against the left-handed Batista. Runners Jimenez at third, Gonzalez at first. 3-1 pitch. Ball hit sharply off the body of the second baseman, Savage. Savage will have to throw the ball to first base to complete the out. Easy as it turned out once he took the brunt of a sharply hit ball. Covina, California scores 4 runs in the 5th inning. On 5 hits, there was 1 error, 2 men left on base. And at the end of 4.5 innings of play, Covina, California 8, Bay County, Michigan 2. This is the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Cheers to the Pennsylvania Bavarian Oktoberfest on the streets of downtown Canonsburg, September 15th through 17th.
The Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series is presented by Dick's Sporting Goods, by the Washington County Tourism Promotion Agency, and by the Observer Publishing Company. Two legendary baseball names in Western Pennsylvania right there. The gentleman with the glasses on to your left, Joe E. Brown, former commissioner of Pony League Baseball, and then his son Joe L. would eventually become the general manager of the Pittsburgh Pirates during the 1950s all the way 1956 through 1976. And a little video action there of highlights from a Youngstown, Ohio team playing in the Pony League World Series back in the 1950s.
The bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th inning, and Will Rivette leads off. It'll be his first at bat of the game. Right-handed batter against the right-handed pitcher Gonzalez. First pitch at the bottom of the 5th inning, a called strike. Will Rivette, his dad, the coach of this Bay County team, Dan Rivette, is Will's great uncle. Ball lined back, and the count 0-2. Will Rivette from Essexville, Michigan, attends Garber High School.
0-2.
Now the scoreboard shows us, and the scorecards show us it's 8-2 Covina. Swing and a miss and a pitch down. Rivette the first out of the 5th inning. 3 strikeouts for Gonzalez. Most of the time, most of this game, Gonzalez has let his defense do the work. Eight ground ball outs served up by Gonzalez. Top of the batting order, Eric Randall. And Randall takes a pitch, low ball 1. Randall is 0 for 1 in this game. One time, a team from Michigan won the Pony League World Series. That was in 1961, Hamtramck, Michigan. 1-ball pitch is down low, 2 balls, no strikes. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning. And after we close down shop and bring down the garage doors, we'll head off into the night, then come back early tomorrow morning to provide you with more coverage of, well, it'll be day 5 of the Pony League World Series. 2 balls, no strikes. Pitch high and outside, 3-0. Starting at 10:30 tomorrow morning, or 10 o'clock tomorrow. Hagerstown, Maryland against Youngstown, Ohio. But here this game has given the folks from Covina an awful lot to celebrate. Pitch is low, ball 4. Second time that Randall has walked. Ball got away, but there will not be an additional base here. 2 walks served up by Gonzalez, both to Randall. And now Brendan Bonnell. Brendan is 1 for 2 in the game. Doubled in a run in the 3rd inning and scored.
Randall took second, but the Covina infielders gathered around the pitcher's mound. I think time was called there, but Randall was still standing at second base.
Hold on.
And I think the ball went out of play.
Yeah, we couldn't see for certain by the nature of where we're sitting here, the press box above the dugouts behind home plate.
Umpires will talk it over.
How about if we have video review?
Do you want to be the arbiter? Yeah, they are going to bring Randall back to first.
We're all good. We'll fix it.
Good try. Sean Matta, the first base coach.
You may have heard Larry Montgomery was hearing something from the Covina dugout, and he said, "We're all good. We got it."
1 on, 1 out. Right-hander Gonzalez. Bonnell swings a line shot into right field, base hit. Randall around second, on his way to third. The throw to third base, kicks past the third baseman. Now Randall's going to score. Is he? The play at the plate, the ball gets away from the catcher. Run scores, and Brendan Bonnell ends up at third base. Now it is an 8-3 ball game. Single for Brendan Bonnell. No RBI. And a couple of errors on the play. Error 9, allowing the run to score. And then an additional run that lets Bonnell get over to third base. Runner at third, 1 out. And that'll bring up Logan Hugo. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What is this all about? The infield playing in? Fly ball to center field.
Doesn't matter.
Does not matter. Hugo, home run to deep left center field, accounting for Bay County's 4th and 5th runs. Now it is an 8-5 ball game. And Hugo, 2 for 3 in this game, 3 for 6 in the tournament. A year ago, Logan Hugo hit .563 in the Pony League World Series.
3 more!
Just to clean things up, there were 2 errors on the base hit prior to the home run, an E9 to allow Randall to score and an E5 to allow Bunnell to get the third. But all of that, at least if you're worried about earned runs, a moot point one, the 3-run homer by Hugo.
Yeah, they're all earned now. That brings up Mason Kolak. I know it's also a moot point, the fact that the infield was playing in, but I can't figure out for the life of me, why would, you've got a 5-run lead, why would you play your infield in? Swing and a miss, strike 1. And Gonzalez, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Gonzalez has given up 5 runs on 6 hits. 0-2 on Kolak, 0 for 2 in the game, 2 for 5 in the tournament. Mentioning earlier, the Batista does not drop down fingers for pitches. Called strike 3, 2 outs. Instead, Batista goes and indicates by way of his right hand to different locations on his mask. And Luke Savage, the batter. He does not drop fingers, just moves his right hand around his mask to indicate pitches. Strike 1. Kenta Colby had trouble seeing fingers, and consequently Pirate catchers would just go fastball inside right thigh, down the middle, curveball, change up left thigh. Fly ball left field corner, and that's a foul ball. Ball was in play, but no way that Hernandez could get over and make that play as the ball grazed the fence.
Yeah, now they put the fluorescent.
Yeah.
I don't know what they use, but put the fluorescent, like lime green. I don't know if it's nail polish that the catchers put on, so it makes it easier for the pitchers to read that.
0-2 pitch to Savage. Bouncer outside third. We got the fluorescent tape. We've got the UV glove to protect the pitcher's hands while they're running the bases.
The body armor.
What do we have?
The body armor.
Body armor, yeah. 8-5. Covina leads. Bay County making a statement here in the bottom of the 5th. All fouled away as Covina scored 4 in the top of the inning to build a 6-run lead, but Bay County comes up with 3 runs. Big 2-run homer by Logan Hugo. All right, Savage 0 for 2 in the game. Right-hander Gonzalez. The 0-2 pitch. Laced into left center field, base hit. Center fielder Willison fires it in. Single for Savage. 1 on, 2 outs. 8-5. Covina, California leads Bay County, Michigan.
Bay County trailed 4-0, then 8-2, but they're hanging right in there. They keep battling back.
And now Sontag, the catcher, who came on and was put in the number 6 spot of the batting order, replacing Louis Hennica. And time is called. Louis Hennica, by the way, asked me earlier if I would say hello to his dog. I'm certainly happy to do that. Pitch is up high, throw to first base. Ooh, close play back safely, Savage.
I know dogs have extraordinary hearing, but I don't know about the ability to comprehend.
I'm just trying to be accommodating.
I
Players ask
understand.
me to do things.
I understand.
Here's the 1-ball pitch. Foul down the right side. No, it's a fair ball into the right field corner. Savage on his way to third. And he will stop there on the double by Sontag, and the tying run is coming to the plate. In this bottom of the 5th inning for Bay County, it's an 8-5 Covina lead. Sontag gets his second double of the game. And with the double, 4th hit of the inning. Conference at the mound. Bryce Fredenberg coming up next. Boy, it was 4-0 after 2.5 innings in favor of Covina. 4-2 after 3. Still 4-2 after 4. 8-2 after 4.5. Covina leading by 6. But now it's 8-5. And that's all for Gonzalez. Gonzalez working 4 2/3 innings. Get the changes now from the Covina bench.
Looks like Jake Vargas will come in to pitch. Didn't you say he had an elbow issue that made it difficult for him to pitch?
I was told that the other day, that Vargas had a bone chip in his elbow that would prevent him from pitching, but here he is. Have to double check the other changes just a moment. 4 2/3 innings for Gonzalez. Allowing 8 hits, 5 runs, still responsible for a couple of men on base. 4 strikeouts. So Vargas pitching. Gonzalez playing third. So just the swap of the 2 positions and no change in the batting order. Well, we've got something going on here. 8-5 ball game, 2 outs. Savage at third, Sontag at second. And Bryce Fredenberg will be the first batter to face Vargas. The winner of this game will play at 8 o'clock tomorrow night against either Brownsville or the loser of this game. The loser of this game plays Brownsville at 12:30 tomorrow. Randy Gore and I will have to get coverage for you on WJPA for the 10 and 12:30 game. Mark will be back with us tomorrow night.
And Brownsville, Texas is going to have something to say about this, but we could very well see these same 2 teams again tomorrow night.
And Batista moving back in behind the plate. Second and third, 2 outs. From the stretch, and the pitch to Fredenberg. In the dirt, ball bounces away. The runners are going to have to stay put. That was a wise decision by Savage.
Well, Sontag was about halfway to third.
Yeah, you can ill afford to take a gamble. You're going to break for the plate. You got to make sure that you make it. Batista spending a lot of time jockeying back and forth between the mound and home plate. Looking to see if Batista still uses the mask signals, whether it was only for just Gonzalez, but no, apparently it's for Vargas as well. 1-ball pitch. Called strike 1-1. A 1-out walk, a single. An error led to a run. then a 2-run homer. Second and third for Bay County, Michigan. Vargas ready. Set at the letters. 1-1 pitch. Low and inside. Two balls, one strike. Fredenberg batting. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, 2 outs, 2 on. Covina leads by 3 in the 5th inning. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Vargas slams the door on the Bay County, Michigan 5th inning. In the inning, 3 runs for Bay County. On 4 hits, there were 2 Covina errors, 2 left in scoring position. At the end of 5, Covina 8, Bay County, Michigan 5. This is the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
The key to winning is getting the most out of every player.
We need to perform at the highest level.
Anything less won't cut it.
We demand the best.
You also need the best medical care and sports training programs.
To help prevent injuries.
And to provide world-class treatment if someone gets hurt. We won't settle for second best.
That's why the Pitt Panthers choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
Athletes at every level choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
When it comes to Washington County, tourism is one of the things that they do best, from historic reviews to the Trolley Museum. Over 50 restored trolleys and a 4-mile track are available for your delight, and it is a favorite among families and children here in Washington County, Pennsylvania. And with fairs and festivals all weekends of the year, they are available, especially here coming up early fall. We've got some of the great festivals each year to be held. The Apple Cider Festival, Pumpkin Festival here in Washington County, Pennsylvania.
After 5, Covina 8, Bay County 5. Ready to call the play-by-play. Here's Mark.
Thank you, Lanny. Robert Hernandez to lead it off for Covina in a back-and-forth ball game here. 8-5, Covina leads. Ball lifted down the left field line, and that will get over the fence and out of play. Hernandez 1 for 3 in the game, singled and scored in the 4-run Covina 5th. But 3 in the bottom half as an answer for Bay County. And it's an 8-5 game for Covina. Left fielder Hugo shaded well over, or I should say center fielder Hugo shaded well over toward left for the left-handed hitting Hernandez. Pitch misses low, 1 ball, 1 strike. Mason Kolak delivers, misses inside with a breaking ball, 2 balls and a strike. Kolak starting his 3rd inning of work. Both he and Blake Wabel have given up 4 runs. Hits are even at 8. So Kolak about to deliver a 2-1 pitch. On the way, soft liner, nice diving catch by Eric Randall, the shortstop, moving to his left for the first out of the inning. Outstanding play by Randall, the shortstop.
By the way, Mark, Millard's the only change replacing Horner at third base.
Luke Willison, the batter, hit a solo homer in the 1st. Reached on a strikeout and wild pitch and scored in the 3rd. Looked at a called 3rd strike his last time up, takes ball 1. Mason Kolak, the left-hander for Bay County with the pitch. That one got away from him, slipped out of his hand. Wide of everything and everybody. Two balls, no strikes to Luke Willison. Breaking ball drops in for a called strike. Kolak winds and delivers the 2-1, misses outside and low. One out. Bases empty, top of the 6th inning. Covina, California leading 8-5. Pitch down low, and Willison draws a 1-out walk. And that is the 3rd walk given up by Kolak. That will bring up the cleanup hitter, Parker Miramontes. Had an RBI double last inning. Later came around to score, also hit by a pitch, 1 for 2 officially in the game. Just got to keep battling here. Pitch in the dirt, skips away from Sontag. Throw to second base, not going to be in time. Willison moves up to second on the wild pitch. But you just better keep scoring runs because you just don't know how many you're going to need on a night like this, the way it's gone so far. 1 ball, no strikes to Miramontes. Curveball stays outside to the right-handed batter, 2-0. '17 Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Pitch in the dirt. Miramontes takes for a 3-0 count now. Left-hander Kolak checks second, now delivers. Misses in the dirt with a breaking ball. 4-pitch walk to Miramontes. Back-to-back walks with 1 out for Covina here in the top of the 6th inning. Dan Rivette out of the dugout now for Bay County. Seoul, Korea, defeating Hagerstown earlier tonight, 10-3. Seoul will take on the winner of the Hagerstown-Youngstown, Ohio elimination game. That Hagerstown-Youngstown game is 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. We're going to get some changes here. Then the winner of that game will come back and take on Seoul tomorrow night at 5:30. We're going to get a pinch runner.
Sorry I ran off on you there, but would you tell me what did Willison do?
Back-to-back walks, Willison and Miramontes.
And then the pitching change now?
Haven't gotten that far yet because we've got a pinch runner, Joel Hara, with all the changes here.
Well, don't forget, we started with 10 teams. We're down to 6 now. Bay County, Michigan, trailing Covina. The winner plays tomorrow. The loser of this game plays Brownsville, Texas tomorrow.
It's Tommy Shapansky coming into pitch.
I have some valuable information for you when you're ready, but I know you got so much going on here now. With Vargas coming up, huh? Would you have a pinch runner, you said?
Yes.
For Miramontes?
Yes, it's Joel Hara. And the new pitcher, again, is Tommy Szupanski. Mason Kolak, who was pitching, goes back to first base. First pitch spins Jake Vargas around. Vargas 2 RBIs tonight, solo homer in the second, RBI single in the fifth, plus a walk. One out to Vargas. Breaking ball drops inside for a called strike. So Hara running for Miramontes at first base. Willison at second. One out here, top of the sixth inning. Covina, California trying to add to an 8-5 lead. Szupanski delivers, breaking ball, tailing away from Vargas, swing and a miss.
And when your team has gotten you back to within 3, you got to throw strikes, and now it's on Szupanski's shoulders to try to deny Covina adding to its run total.
Szupanski, the right-hander, with the stretch in the 1-2 pitch, misses outside. Runners lead from first and second. Bay County has battled back from a couple of deficits, still down by 3. So here in the top of the sixth inning, Szupanski trying to shut the door and keep it a 3-run deficit. Good curveball called, strike 3 inside edge. Vargas did not think so. Center field camera on the replay looks inside, but it is not a straightaway shot, and that can be deceiving when the camera is either left, it usually is left of center. Swing and a miss by Anthony Rasmussen. 1 for 2, plus also hit by a pitch. He's doubled and scored 2 runs. Szupanski trying to pitch Bay County out of a jam here. Turns to chase the runner, Willison, back to second base.
And now Dan Rivette's going out. By the way, Mark, you know that I can be rather persnickety when it comes to the correct pronunciations of names, and so because of the discussions you and I said I'm going out and I'm going to talk to the parents. It is Fredenberg. Okay, we got that straight. It is Bonnell. Okay, we got that. And it is Weibel.
All right, very good. Got conflicting reports there at the beginning of the series.
Well, you and I, we've talked about this. We both know that the only best way, the only true way to find out how an individual pronounces his or her name is to ask that individual. Don't ask a coach. Don't ask a friend. Just ask the guy or gal.
Meeting at the mound now, that breaks up. Anthony Rasmussen waiting on a 1-strike pitch. Tommy Szupanski, third pitcher of the night for Bay County, delivers, misses, low and away with the fastball. Back-to-back walks with 1 out. Then Szupanski relieved Kolak and got a strikeout. Gets a strike here on the 1-1 pitch to Rasmussen. Szupanski, long look in for the sign. Sontag sets up outside. 1-2 pitch called. Strike 3 on the outside corner. Great job by Tommy Szupanski to come in and get 2 called third strikes to end the inning. 2 walks, 2 left on in the top of the 6th inning after 5 1/2. Covina, California leading Bay County, Michigan 8-5 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
They play in all corners of the world. Boys and girls each learning the true value that only teamwork, competition, and sportsmanship can provide. Each year, more than 500,000 participants of all ages proudly represent Pony on baseball and softball diamonds of all sizes. Everyone deserves a chance to learn and play the game. They're our players today. They'll be our leaders in the future. Pony, making a difference in your neighborhood and all over our world.
Some changes here. Luke Willison goes from center field to right. Chase Quito enters the game to play center field. Josh Logan is now in at third base. As Bay County bats here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Blaze Millar getting his first plate appearance of the ball game.
And by the way, Miramontes re-enters after he gave way to the pinch runner.
One pitch, swing and a miss by Millar.
1-2.
First plate appearance for Millar in the series, waiting on a 1-2 pitch from Jake Vargas. Fastball is upstairs. Vargas, second pitcher of the night for Covina, got the final out and gets a comebacker here. Handles the play easily to throw out Millar. Vargas came on to strike out Fredenberg to get the last out in the 5th inning. Nick Rajewski gonna bat here for Will Rivette. I believe this is the first plate appearance for Rajewski as well.
Rajewski
takes a strike. Of course it is. Swing and a miss at the 1-strike pitch. Again, that's what I get for listening to other people. No balls, 2 strikes. Rajewski will step out with 1 foot. And Vargas winds and delivers. Fastball misses low and away.
Spent a good bit of time enjoying Batista working behind the plate. He really is a good, solid catcher when he handles the pitching staff.
8-5, Covina, California leads here, bottom of the 6th inning. 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Glad you're with us here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series, whether it's listening here on 1450 AM, WJPA Washington, online, WJPA.com or greensports.net. The video stream at MLB.com or on the American Sports Network. And great work by our friends at Pikewood Sports to put it all together. 2-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike 3 at the letters on the outside part of the plate. 2 quick outs for Vargas here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Back up to the top of the order, and Eric Randall. Randall 0 for 1. He's walked twice and scored 2 runs. First pitch from Vargas to Randall. Sinking liner into right field. Diving attempt, and the out recorded. Great diving catch by Luke Willison. Second base umpire Jesse West going out there to make the call. One of the better defensive plays that we've seen. We haven't seen a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings here, and that's certainly going to give Covina a lift. We have played 6 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. Covina Covina, California comes to bat here, top of the 7th inning with an 8-5 lead. First pitch misses outside to Chase Quito, batting for the first time in the game. There's a strike to Quito, 1 ball, 1 strike. Also going to get a pinch hitter for Chris Munoz next. It'll be Anthony Sanchez to bat. And we've already been told Munoz will re-enter. Ball fouled back by Quito.
I mentioned this the other day. Chase Quito's great-great-grandfather created the fortune cookie. Asked him the other day, have any famous relative? Yes, indeed he does.
Quito 0 for 2 in the series, hit by a pitch. Takes a fastball upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A phone's eye view. 2-2 pitch, again lifted foul and out of play. Tommy Shapansky, the right-hander for Bay County, delivers a good fastball on the outside part of the plate. Quito swings and misses. Shapansky's faced 3 batters since coming in with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. He struck out all 3 batters that he's faced. And now, as we said, Anthony Sanchez to hit for Chris Munoz. And again, Munoz will re-enter and go back. Well, I'll assume that he's going to go back to second base. He will re-enter. Sanchez, left-handed batter. First pitch misses outside. First plate appearance for Anthony Sanchez in the series. Takes a 1-0 breaking ball that stays high and away. Two balls, no strikes, 1 out, bases empty, top of the 7th inning. Covina, California leading Bay County, Michigan 8-5. Pitch from Shapansky, fastball fouled straight back. Sanchez, I think, flipped his bat there. I think upset that he had a good pitch to hit there and missed it. Not entirely, but didn't put it in play. Shapansky's 2-1. Swing and a miss. Had Sanchez out in front. Shapansky, the 3rd pitcher of the night for Bay County, sends in a curveball, and Sanchez just got a piece of it to stay alive.
2-2.
Hits are even at 8. Covina with a 3-run lead. Pitch misses upstairs, full count.
3-2.
Covina, California with a 3-run lead despite committing 4 errors in the game. Rolled foul up the first base line. But a couple of those errors were inconsequential because Logan Hugo followed with a 3-run homer. 3-2 pitch. Again grounded, this time hard, but still foul wide of first. And we've had a ball get loose out in right center field. I don't know that anybody has seen it yet. 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Sanchez down on strikes for the 2nd out of the inning. 4 batters faced, 4 strikeouts for Tommy Shapansky. Now they've found that loose, I'm not sure what kind of ball that is. It's not a baseball, but it's out in right center field. I'd hate to see that come into play in the game, but fortunately, after a swing and a miss, somebody caught it. Josh Logan to bat now for the first time in the game. Came in to replace Mike Gonzalez at third base and takes a strike. Pitch misses outside to Logan. 1 ball, 1 strike. Logan does have a run scored in the series. 1-1 pitch from Szczepanski, tapped foul right at home plate. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, base is empty here in the top of the 7th. Bay County trying to keep it a 3-run deficit for when they come to bat in the bottom of the 7th inning. Now, Logan was a pinch runner and scored a run, but this is his first plate appearance. Takes outside, ball 2, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Szczepanski winds and delivers the 2-2. Ball fouled off out of play, first base side. Four games tomorrow night, and quite possibly when we finish play tomorrow night, we could have our 2 finalists decided. Grounded foul wide of first. Count holds at 2-2.
And as you've indicated numerous times, the teams that will be in the driver's seat after today, Seoul Korea and the winner of this game.
Yeah, if Seoul Korea wins their game tomorrow night, whether it be against Hagerstown or Youngstown, Seoul will go to the championship game. 2-2 pitch. Fouled off again as Logan battles here. And the winner of this game will come back and play tomorrow night at 8. And if that team wins, would go to the championship game Wednesday night at 7:30. Another 2-2 pitch. Logan grounds this one foul third base side. Hagerstown and Youngstown, 10 o'clock tomorrow morning in an elimination game. The team that survives there comes back at 5:30 to face Seoul. Brownsville, Texas will take on the loser of this game in an elimination game tomorrow at 12:30. Another 2-2 pitch, ball hit high and deep to left field. Going back and unable to make the catch is Rajeski, who stayed in the ball game to play left field. And Logan at second with 2 down. Give Logan credit, he battled, fouled off a lot of pitches with 2 strikes. Boy, it just looked like Rajeski lost it in the lights out there, and it fell behind him on the warning track. So back up to the top of the order. Hector Batista. He takes a pitch in the dirt. Carter Sontag had to be sharp to slide out and block it. Batista 0 for 4. Trying to give Covina a little more breathing room before they go to the bottom of the 7th. Szczepanski delivers. Tapped foul behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Yes, sir.
Logan leads from second. Now Szczepanski going to step off. One ball, 1 strike to left-handed hitting catcher Hector Batista. Reaches out, fouls off a pitch. And the count now 1-2. Batista out of the box momentarily, at least half out. And now steps back in. Tommy Szczepanski, the right-hander for Bay County, steps towards second to chase Logan back. Szczepanski gets the sign, stretches, checks second, and now delivers. Ball drilled into left field, and that one over the head of Rajewski, going to go to the fence. Logan will score to make it 9-5 for Covina. Back-to-back doubles for Covina with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
Boy, that really hurts from the Bay County standpoint. 2 outs in the inning, trying to keep it a 3-run game, and then the back-to-back doubles after Szczepanski had done such a fabulous job. Got Bay County out of trouble in the 6th inning with a couple of strikeouts and started the 7th inning with strikeouts, a pair.
Robert Hernandez, the batter, 1 for 4. Grounds one, right side, and unable to make the play cleanly as Savage picks it up and everybody's safe. Throw back to third, but diving back in there is Batista. That'll bring up Luke Willison. 1 for 2, solo home run in the 1st inning. He's walked twice. Going to get a pinch runner here. Richard Jacob will run for Hernandez at first. So Jacob for Hernandez at first. And Luke Willison with runners at the corners and 2 down. First pitch from Szczepanski, grounded to short. Randall Fields, he'll go to first in time to get Willison. And that will retire the side. A run across for Covina in the top of the 7th on 2 hits, 1 error, 2 left on. Last chance for Bay County, Michigan going to the bottom of the 7th inning. They trail Covina, California 9-5 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
Mom, I'm bored.
Boy, what are we going to do this weekend?
When the family's fun meter runs down, recharge in Washington County. We've got something for everyone. Indoors, outdoors, history, sports, gaming, fun. Visit WashingtonCountyPA.com to get started and share the energy.
What a great day that was.
Let's do it again.
How about next weekend?
Yes.
Horse Around at the Washington County Agricultural Fair, August 12th through the 19th at the Washington County Fairgrounds.
You are looking at the arrival of the fans here to Washington, Pennsylvania back in 1955. Why were they all rolling in those fancy big old cars? Well, the host team, Washington, Pennsylvania, had made it to the championship game of the Pony League World Series. And Lou Hayes Pony Field was taken over by the locals from Western Pennsylvania to watch their team play for a Pony League World Championship. Amazing turnout on that day for the Pony League title. And this home base for Pony League baseball over the years is watching a good one here this evening as we head into the bottom half of the 7th inning. Last chance for Bay County as they trail at 9-5.
Bay County, Michigan going to need 4 runs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Richard Jacob stays in the ballgame after pinch running for Robert Hernandez. Jacob in left field. As Jake Vargas will try to close it out here. Did a nice job coming in to get the last out in the bottom of the 5th inning and had a 1-2-3 6th. 2, 3, 4 hitters for Bay County here in the bottom of the 7th. Brendan Bonnell, who has a double, a single, an RBI, and 2 runs scored in the game, will lead it off. Vargas, the right-hander, first pitch here in the bottom of the 7th. Fastball inside half of the plate for a called strike. Vargas winds and delivers. Curveball stays high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cool night here at Lou Hayes Pony Field. 1-1 pitch comes in, grounded to the right side. Nice play by Munoz to go over and throw out Bunnell for the first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Bring up Logan Hugo. Hit a 3-run homer his last time up. He's 2 for 3, also reached on an error. Hugo waits as Vargas winds and delivers. Fastball is low. And asking for and getting time is Hugo. Now everybody's set. Vargas delivers the 1-0, tapped right out in front of home plate. Batista discards the mask. Strong throw to first in time to get Hugo for the 2nd out of the inning. So it's up to Mason Kolak here to try to keep it going for Bay County. Good play there by Batista. Got out from behind the plate very quickly. Kolak 0 for 3 in the game. First pitch from Vargas, fastball, outside corner, called strike. Vargas winds and delivers. Pitch hit a couple feet out in front of home plate, 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty, bottom of the 7th inning. Jake Vargas winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. Fastball maybe a tad off the plate outside. 1-2. Covina crowd chanting, Jake, Jake, trying to get him to finish it off here. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. Kolak down on strikes. And Jake Vargas with a 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th. Your final score in Game 12. Bay County, Michigan falls to Covina, California, 9-5 here at the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series.
The key to winning is getting the most out of every player.
We need to perform at the highest level.
Anything less won't cut it.
We demand the best.
You also need the best medical care and sports training programs.
To help prevent injuries.
And to provide world-class treatment if someone gets hurt. We won't settle for second best.
That's why the Pitt Panthers choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
Athletes at every level choose UPMC Sports Medicine.
Ticket 253-419. 253-419. Please report to the press box.
Covina, California, a 9-5 winner over Bay County, Michigan. Let's go down to the field to Tony.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. And I'm joined by the manager of this victorious Covina, California team, Richard Graciano. Congratulations to you. That was a well-played game, wasn't it?
Thank you very much. Well played on both sides. You had a great respect for Bay County, didn't you? Absolutely, absolutely. That was one of the teams that we talked about yesterday that I saw, and I knew that competition was going to be really good.
You scored in 5 of the 7 innings, so you had very good balance. Have you found your comfort zone here? Is this the Covina team that you thought would be in this event?
Well, you know, quite honestly, our hitting was there, but I was a little disappointed in our defense.
Yeah.
But they're resilient kids, and I know they'll come back tomorrow.
Okay, so what's the key now on the quick turnaround? What must you do?
You know what? I think we have to sharpen up our defense a little bit more. We had a few throwing errors there, a few that got away, but if we sharpen that up, I think we should be fine.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the offense was there, 4 errors, and yet you win the game, so you take it.
I'll take it anyway.
Survive in advance.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you so much.
You bet, Richard. Thank you very much. So it is Covina, California. They advance on. They'll be back in here tomorrow night. They'll have that designation of the 8 o'clock game. And so day number 4 of this Pony League World Series is now officially in the book. Our coverage will continue bright and early tomorrow morning. We'll start at 10 a.m. here in the East. 4 more games to go tomorrow as we move toward Wednesday's championship round of this 66th edition of the Dick's Sporting Goods Pony League World Series. That's a final. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you again tomorrow.